Are you surprised that this sold? It sold! If you've been watching my videos the last couple of weeks, you know that I picked this book set up, book series, etc., book collection from those 15 tubs on that porch. Remember? Dirty birdseed covered, cobweb covered books, free books, but I had to lug them to my truck, and then I had to take them here, sort through them, and these were in there. This is 24 books of a 23 of a 24 set book series. There's one missing. It is number 18, but that is clearly stated on my listing, and I underpriced this dramatically to try to move it. I got these on picked them up on October 7th of November 7th. Today is November 29th, 2023, and they sold yesterday. They sold this morning. What am I saying? So the 29th. So it has been 22 days since I picked them up. I didn't list them immediately, obviously. I listed them, I don't know, within 5 or so days of picking them up, maybe less. So it took about two and a half weeks for them to sell. Not bad, considering that they don't sell that often, and they usually just sell when it's the complete series. But I underpriced it a lot. It sold for $29.99 plus shipping, so $30 plus shipping. I'll probably make around 20 bucks, maybe a little bit less than 20 bucks. So it's not much money, but again, I didn't want, these are free, number one, and number two, I didn't want to just toss them because it's almost complete. If I was missing like 5 or 6 of them, then I wouldn't have bothered. But considering I'm only missing one, I figured, you know what, someone might want it, even though it's missing one book. And to get it for a decreased price, they can take advantage of that. I make a little bit of money. I don't have to throw it away, and someone can utilize it because it's a pretty cool set. It's Understanding Human Behavior. It's from 1974. There's lots of information. There's also some risque photos that I probably shouldn't show, but it's got some cool covers, some weird covers as well. And it says here, an illustrated guide to successful human relationships, which is pretty broad, but it's got some cool, not only photos, but illustrations, diagrams, all kinds of stuff. It's pretty interesting. It would take quite a while to go through all of this, but I could see how someone would be interested in reading it, or possibly using some of the images and photos for other projects. So it's rather large. It's going to go in one box, but a sturdy box. I'm going to put it in a sturdy box so that it doesn't have to worry about the weight of it, poking holes or anything like that in the box, or it getting damaged. So I will definitely pack it well to be able to ship it out today. So the other funny thing about this is I don't know if it's funny, but I was thinking about taking this off because it was sitting around. It was sitting right here, taking up space. It was out in the open, so I was thinking, I was looking at it every day and thinking, well, how much longer should I go on this one? It's been a couple of weeks. I'm not sure if I mentioned or said it in the video when I talked about it, but I may have mentioned that if it doesn't sell pretty quickly, I'll probably get rid of it just because it takes up space. It's heavy, that kind of thing. So I don't want to keep these kind of large sets around very long because I do not have a ton of space to store them. I have more space to store, obviously, individual items, individual books, individual CDs, individual DVDs, and smaller lots or lots of CDs, that kind of stuff. But book lots of this size, unless it's going for a lot of money and it looks really, really likely that I'll be able to sell it for that amount, I don't mind keeping it. But considering that this one was only going to sell for 30 bucks, I didn't want to keep it too long. So I'm really glad that it sold, and I'll be able to move it out and someone will be able to enjoy it. You're going to have to decide for yourself if this type of lot makes sense for you. If you are getting into more and more into bulk pickups, whether they be donations or buys, bulk buys, or if you're going through pallets, such as these Gaylords, but they're full of books, you will often come into a set that was all donated together and be able to pull it out and still be in great condition. Like, these are in great condition. That's the other thing about them. is someone's going to be able to enjoy them in great condition. They are not messed up, as you saw. They're in, they were put away many decades ago, apparently, and not used very much. But now, what is it? 50 years later, almost 50 years later, someone's going to be able to enjoy them as if they were practically, but not quite, brand new. So, this is the kind of things that I enjoy doing about reselling, is the whole idea of reselling something that was sold so long ago. Instead of tossing it, finding a new home for it, that is rewarding, especially something like this that's so big. And I know so many books that get tossed, and for rightful reasons, because of condition, or because no one's buying them, or they're too outdated, or just, there's no demand. So it just doesn't make sense. And there's too many books. And you could say the same for records and CDs. There's a ton of them, but there's way more books than anything else when it comes to media. So it's always rewarding to sell something like this that is going to go to someone who's actually going to appreciate it, actually going to use it, and get some value out of it. And this is a pretty cool set, like I said, it's got some really interesting photos and images, and lots of writing, lots of things to read and information for someone to learn about. This is not an item or a set that I would see, at a thrift store and say, yeah, I'm gonna flip this. Absolutely not. Even if it was complete, unless it was going for a lot of money. If it was complete, if I had the extra, volume 18 in there, and let's say I could sell it all day for $100 and I could get it for $20 or something like that, then maybe it makes sense. But because of the size, because of probably how much it would cost, it wouldn't be worth it. But some complete series, book sets or book series, do make sense to pick up, if you can pick it up as a complete set, to resell it for more money. It just depends, and also depends on your business model, and whether you have the space, whether you have the patience, whether you have the storage, all that kind of stuff, and you're willing to ship big, bulky items. Just wanted to share that with you. I was pretty excited to sell it, get it out of here, get it into someone's hands that'll enjoy it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.